I'll stand just like a statue, just like you, acting like the sky's just about to fall.
Hey guys, NintendoLper here, and welcome to another commentary video. So 3 months ago, I made a video called I Got Banned in Antcraft, but that is for another video when the time comes. I'm going to be talking about the server itself. So for a long time, the owner of the server, Anthill1, hasn't been active. He would pop on from time to time, but mostly he never came on the server. But in March, he made a post on the AC forum saying, "Dear Antcraft, first I want to give a huge thank you to all the staff who put in so much hard work and dedication to Antcraft while I was gone. I would also like to thank the players and donators of Antcraft for keeping the server up for almost 4 years now. Myself being away for a while, I thought I would return to the great Antcraft it once was. I look at the server now and see several issues that need to be addressed. Change will come. Owner Anthill1." Now keep the words "change will come" in mind. Now on April 25th, Ant made a post called Antcraft, the new structure of the server in 1.9. I'll leave the whole thing down below so you guys can read it for yourself, but there were two things that made the community upset. Servers being removed. Hub, everyone's favorite server. Now everyone was really confused on why Ant removed it. Well, this was his reasoning. Antcraft has been going downhill. In fact, this will allow the communities to grow under one main server and have fun contests and such. We will add the hub eventually when we feel like we are ready. Now everyone was still confused. Even when some staff members tried to explain it, they were still confused and really annoyed because 2 weeks ago they got a new hub and they're now removing it. Also on the post, there was a thing that said, "What about Creative 1.0? Antcraft will no longer be servicing Creative 1.0 as it's very outdated and no one ever plays on it like Creative 2.0. We will allow the map for download so you may all save all your creations to play in single player. Thank you for understanding as we try to move Antcraft in a forward direction." Some people were sad because Sequin was going, but some people were not happy because some people had some builds on there that took them a long time to build. But according to Ant, there will be a download link coming soon. Then 2 months later, 2 staff members decided to step down as staff. Then everyone started to think that the server was going downhill. Heck, some players even left because people thought that the server was going to quote-unquote die. Then everyone made the hashtag make Antcraft great again, hashtag bring back hub, and hashtag bring back Antcraft 2015. This whole thing went on for too long, so I decided to ask some of the staff members on how they felt when this whole thing was going on. Admin the Mind Gun says, "Kinda annoyed. I don't see why they thought the server was quote-unquote dying over some simple changes Ant made." Mod Camster J3 said this, "I was discouraged to see the server that I've been on for so many years starting to lose popular players, but I had faith that we could restore to what it was. And now the server's going uphill again. We uploaded the network recently, and we have some new servers planned to come out soon, and I'm optimistic about where the server is going." Then the final staff member asked was Little Boo, and she said, "I personally felt it was very unnecessary. People decided to freak out other players by saying it was going downhill when it was going through a rough patch. I wouldn't mind just one thread on it though. Ant obviously has seen the majority of them, and I'm sure he's putting in what he thinks is best. If it doesn't work out, and it can always be redone." Now, since I called the staff member's opinion, I think it's time to give my opinion. But first, I asked some of my friends of their opinions about the server and the situation itself.
Alright, what do I think of Antcraft? Well, I think it's stupid. I think the staff on there freaking banned people and warned people for the stupidest reasons imaginable. And it just, they're milking creatives. Like, there gonna be 3 creatives. 2 is enough. And just Ant's never on, the owner, he's never on. It's just going downhill. I mean, I like the people on there, but just some people just take it way too far. I literally got freaking banned off of the forums because not only did I get enough warning points to be banned, my last warning point was freaking unneeded, and it was all a mistake, and they still haven't gotten back to me yet. After a whole day, they still haven't gotten back to me yet. But I basically remember just putting a bunch of random letters in a sentence, and it ended up being YFG by itself. It was just supposed to be random letters, and it turns out that was an acronym for "You're effing gay," which I didn't even know that. So, and then I got banned for saying that, and they still haven't gone back to me yet. The stupidest thing is, even if you're banned for a mistake like this, you can't contact the staff unless you have their Skype. But if you're like new or something, or you don't have their Skype, so new to Antcraft, then it's a very high possibility that you're ever going to be on that server ever again. Because if you get banned for a mistake, it just wouldn't work. But and also one time, if you don't know about this game called Sunky, it's a Sonic parody game on Game Jolts, and me and my friend Vlada and I, well, actually it was just Vlada. He made like a face that represented the main character Sunky's face, like in the ground using like black blocks, and we got banned because they said it looked too much like somebody's privates. That made no sense whatsoever. Even Vlada had to make a thread on it, but nobody believed them. And because a bunch of idiots on there. I'm not saying that all of them are idiots. I'm just saying that what they thought was stupid. But yeah. Also, one more thing. The stupid.
All right. So my thoughts on the servers are, well, it's an okay server all in all, but it's just that the staff can get a little bit retarded at some points. Like, for example, Frankie got banned for doing a crap thing, but you'll find out. And yeah, the server was cool, but then Ant came on and just ruined everything by removing Creative 1 in the hub, which took them like 3 months to make, even more I think, and they just got rid of it, and it's apparently never coming back. And it was a really good hub. So then there's been like a wild period where I just hated Antcraft because it's nothing but Creative 1 for a period of time, and then it came back and I was like, hey, that's cool, but the hub was still retarded and stuff. So then I went to have some fun on the forums by sharing my video, and then Mindgun just decided to warn me, even though everybody shared their videos on Antcraft before, but then he decided to bully me. So I confronted him about him. So I confronted him about it by messaging him, and what he did is he banned me from the forums just for confronting him, you know, which is really retarded. Also, another thing that I've done and that I'm really proud of is that I called Ant a faggot, and then I got muted forever. The end.
Since we got their opinion on the way, if you want to leave your opinion, leave it down below in the comments. But now, I think it's time for my opinion. Now, to say, this whole entire situation went too far. To be honest, I was confused why they removed a hub after 2 weeks they got a new one. But people have to understand that staff members every day are trying to get drama makers and troublemakers, and now they have to deal with people yakking to them or raging at them that they don't have a hub and they want it back. Just, oh my god. As I see in the forums, it seems that the server's getting better, but I think these suggestions will make the server a little bit, hopefully, better. There are different types of people on the server and forums, but the one that really annoys me is the trolls. Trolls are just kids who post memes and act annoying to just piss people off. Plus, they're really trouble and they cause drama. That's what I hate about Minecraft. There are too much trolls on there, and it just drives me nuts. So, plus they drive other people nuts. I've seen other people hate them. So hopefully, Ants in the future will get rid of these type of people. Creative 1. I love it. It's where I began on Antcraft, and I like building anything on there with your own blocky hands without world edit. That's what I like about C1. C2. I don't really play on it, but it has world edit and the plots are bigger. Creative 3. Okay, they're just freaking milking it now. Now, just like my friend Frankie said, they're just adding too many creatives. Now, I don't really know what Creative 3 is yet, but it's probably like small plots or something like that. But I think 2 creatives are fine. Okay, now again, I do not want to know what Creative 3 is, but what's your theories down below? What is Creative 3 on Antcraft? So that's all I have to say in this video. I'm not trying to hate on the server at all. Antcraft is one of my favorite servers of all time. Also, I recommend checking out my friends Friggy and Vlada's channels. They will be down in the description down below. Also, all people's opinions in this video are their respective opinions. If you want to leave yours, leave them in the comments down below. Also, this video took 1 month to make by just writing the script and making the video itself. So please, leave a like, subscribe, and now see you beautiful sons and again next time. Goodbye!